Hey everybody, so Jon David had a good night last night and then a decent day. He weaned down on his vent by 2. He went from 22/7 to 20/6, and his gases have looked good, so that's a positive step in the right direction. He also has been moving more overall and has actually started reaching up for his mobile like he used to before surgery, back in June before that surgery. And so he is kind of getting back to himself, which again is really encouraging to us and to the team. He also got his wound put back on. CT surgery came by. Cardiothoracic is what the CT stands for, but CT surgery came by and checked it, and they're the ones who routinely check it. And so last Friday when he had his event, they had taken it off and decided to kind of leave it off. And that was more of like an emergency situation decision. And then the team that does like the regular follow-up came today, and they were like, let's just put it back on. Let's keep it on for a little while. If nothing else, just to promote more healing, because it's going to cause suction and kind of keep them like closer together. And so it should help speed up the healing process. At the very, that's like the worst that'll happen. Like it should help, or at the very least not do any harm. So also he had the wound specialist come by, for the 2 perfusion injuries on his forearms. And they, again, look gnarly, but they are healing up. They're progressing how you would expect them to progress for perfusion injuries, especially on his left arm, a very large perfusion injury, which again makes it look kind of bad, but that is also just kind of how it has to heal. And so it is progressing along the way they would expect it to. PT also came by and helped him with mobility and kind of working out his joints and things like that. And again, we can see that he's getting stronger day by day, because the first couple of days he was off the paralytic, could, maybe move his fingers a little bit, like wrist and ankles and his toes. But now he's starting to get to the point where he can actually kind of kick his legs a little bit, lift his arms up a little bit. So he's slowly getting there. And then Hunter stayed with Miss Kristen today and her girls, Kinley and Cameron, or as he calls them, Kiwi and Camwin. And so he had a lot of fun. And then he went back toad hunting tonight. I think it's going to become a nightly tradition during the summer to go out and go toad hunting, which hopefully at some point I can take him like bullfrog gigging, because I think that he would have the most fun with that. And this all started actually because Mallory told him that people eat frog legs, and that's why he wanted to go out and catch them. And so he went out and got the toad, because of that. So anyways, that has been our day. That's been it. So it's short and sweet. Hope y'all continue to choose hope daily. And if y'all would pray for these 3 things: 1, that his lungs will continue to get stronger and that we can keep weaning down. He's supposed to have his first ERT tomorrow. So we're going to knock on wood, pray everything that he does well with that and that his lungs continue going forward. The second thing, that his heart and kidneys continue doing well, because again, those 3 systems, lung, kidneys, heart, all work together collectively. And those are kind of like the big 3 that help make sure that they're all helping each other. The kidneys help the lungs keep fluid off. The lungs and the heart are very intrinsically tied, especially with that right ventricle. So praying, the first one, that his lungs do well with all the weaning and with the ERTs. Praying that his heart and his kidneys function properly and well, so that way they can kind of help the lungs out. And then pray for all the kiddos and families who are battling CHD, because again, this is not easy at all. We actually had somebody come visit today, and there were several families on this floor who did not get, good news today. And he kind of saw that firsthand. And that's just the reality of the PCSU floor. That, we've been there. It goes quickly and it can change quickly, and you can be having a good day and then it quickly turns into a bad day. And unfortunately, that's just the reality of this floor. Also, just want to take a second before we finish up and say thank you to everybody who has helped in any way. There have been a lot of people who have reached out, and we know that you're praying, we know that you're thinking of us, checking in. And then also anybody who has supported us financially, whether that be through some app like GoFundMe, or whether that be through Venmo or sending us a check or cash. I just want to say thank you. I know there are a lot of people who've done it, and I know people can be kind of funny about money, but I do just want to say thank you to everybody who has taken the time to help us in any type of way, whether that be, watching Hunter or coming up here and spending time with us, or if you supported us in any way during any of this. And this is ongoing. We're going to be here for a while, and he still has another surgery. If you have supported us in any type of way, I just want to take the time to say thank you, because it really does mean a lot to us, and it really does help and goes a very long way. So thank y'all so much. And supporting us can be anything as simple as checking in, praying for us, any of those things, like just any type of support. For those of you who, I mean, we've never met in person, but on like YouTube, who shared your stories about your family, or who have commented and checked in and let us know that you're praying for us, like any type of support, I just do want to say thank you, because it does mean a lot. And it does go a very long way. So thank y'all so much. Hope y'all have a good night. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow. Jon David, celebrate, bye-bye.